This is Kapil Sibal and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, it's a huge honor and privilege to have one of the finest lawyers in India today, and a hugely respected politician as well. And he's turned a lyricist now, and he's had an album with A.R. Rahman, but now his work will be seen in a movie called Shorgul. The music is by Niladri Kumar, the sitar exponent, and it's been sung by Arijit Singh. We have with us Mr. Kapil Sibal Saab. It's a huge pleasure to have you on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Thank you.
And many would ask you that you're extremely successful as a lawyer and as a politician. Why this urge for turning a lyricist?
No, it's not a question of urge for turning a lyricist. Every human being has a poet in him or her.
Right.
Because what is poetry? It's the expression of emotion, and we are all emotional human beings.
Right. Absolutely.
So a politician is also supposed to be emotional,
Yes.
as he should be, or he or she should be.
Right.
So poetry and a poet is in everybody. The expression of it depends on the articulation of that expression in the form of language.
Right.
And not everybody does that or even attempts to do it.
Right.
So it's natural for every human being to actually give expression to emotions.
Right. Tere Bina. So how was the experience of? Apparently, you've worked almost 8-9 months with Niladri Kumar for coming
Yes.
up with this one
Yes,
song.
yes,
So
yes.
that
Yeah.
must have been an experience.
Very, very complex because he gave me the music. Then I had to decide on the appropriate words in lyrical form to be in tune with the music, which also had to be in tune with the underlying theme of the film.
Right.
And that was not easy, but I think that both of us worked very hard on it and we came up with something.
Right. And it's been sung by Arijit Singh,
It's fabulous. What he's done is just a miracle with it.
Right. He's one of the finest singers that we have to do.
Undoubtedly,
Right.
without any doubt.
And Niladri Kumar, I'm sure that it must have been tough to convince him as well, because he's primarily one of the finest sitar players that we have in India. And for him to do music for a movie, what was this experience like of
Well, it's like a politician moving towards music, and person who does, is a classical musician turning to Bollywood and doing a song.
Right.
Well, it's a journey which was a wonderful experience, I think, for both of us. But an important thing in this particular effort is that people should get along with each other. If I understand you and you understand me, the task becomes much easier. So
Absolutely.
I think it's the level of comfort which is very, very, very important. And Niladri and I had a huge level of comfort.
Right. Okay. So would you like to maybe just recite a few lines from Tere Bina for us?
तेरे बिना जी न लगे नजरों में तू मुझको देखे.
Right. Okay. Now, sir, the theme of Shorgul is being said that it's centered around the entire Muzzafarnagar riots, and a few of the real life characters as well, like Sangeet Som and Azam Khan. They have been recreated somehow as well. It's the fact that you are giving lyrics to it, people are having those notions that since you belong to the Congress party, so
Oh God.
somewhere it's politically
What
influenced.
has love got to do with Congress? Except that, in contradistinction to love jihad, certainly, love has something to do with what I represent. No,
Right.
a love song has nothing to do with politics. This is about separation.
Right.
It's about losing hope. It's about finding yourself alone. What's that got to do with Sangeet Som or the Congress party? It's nothing to do with it. And the underlying theme of the movie
Right.
is love. The context is what happened at Muzzafarnagar, but the underlying theme is two people falling in love and what happens to them.
Now, when we see the promo, so what I find interesting is that it's like it seems to be an objective analysis in terms of that they don't seem to be taking like sides per se, that ये सही है या वो गलत है. The idea is that somewhere जो एक mischief होता है वो I think it comes from a lot of quarters actually, maybe from all quarters somehow as well. Like say for example when we just hear these dialogues that अगर गाय तुम्हारी माता है तो उसकी इज्जत करो, एहतराम करो, उन्हें बाजार में भटकने के लिए क्यों छोड़ देते हो. The same time we have that आपके धर्म का मजाक उड़ाया जाता है, आपके देवताओं को गाली दी जाती है, जिन्हें भारतवर्ष अपनी मातृभूमि नहीं लगती है, उन्हें यहाँ से जाना ही होगा. So the idea is that somewhere the mischief is coming from both sides. Like the people who are playing. In fact,
see, remember,
right.
Truth is never black and white. the more unsure you are of the truth, the better citizen you will be, right? If you start taking sides, कि ये गलत है, ये सही है, that will lead to conflict.
Absolutely.
If you say कि मुझे लगता है ये सही है, और हो सकता है कि आप भी सही हो,
बिल्कुल,
right? Then I think you move in the right direction. And the message of the film perhaps is that the nation needs to move forward. We don't want to be in a situation where peace and tranquility are lost. And the nation will only prosper if we have aman and chan. I think that's really what the spectator will figure out as and when he or she sees the film.